Hey, Greg, how you doing?
I'm good. Today's Monday, the 18th of December, 2023, and this is the third video on Peterborough Cathedral. I've never really been particularly interested in cathedrals, but this one is absolutely loaded with symbols, and those symbols are not so much Christian. I didn't find a statue of a dead Jesus in there on a cross.
Nope.
None of that.
What do you do?
But I found the World Tarot card is carved in there, and that fits in with King David's forthcoming. And he was getting tested for 7 days and then 10 days, that was by the Knights Templar, either side of when we were there. And he's watched our videos and he's given me a blow-by-blow on what the symbols in Peterborough Cathedral mean. And then there's reference to the Twin Towers, which is also in Lord of the Rings. And he said that his ancestors made Rosslyn Chapel. And I said, oh, they actually made it for you to decipher. And he said, yes. And I went with him and he just deciphered it. And then right, the last thing he just said to me was, oh, my ancestors also made Peterborough Cathedral. Right? So he's got the lineage, and what can I say?
Wow.
I'll start from the beginning so you know the genuineness of things, right? So he's spoken to me, and I've taken a page of notes here, 17 pages of notes. There's the green line underneath that notes that they're all connected. This is me filling in pages, right? The other side of the pages was filled, and there, and then
No wonder you took so long today.
oh, there's more. I had to there.
Wow.
And there, and there. It's rough, but this is me taking notes as he speaks. I'm not shorthandist, right? But I just wanted to show you that orange there, and with the orange mark underneath it. There.
Amazing.
So what I was, I've just been typing all that up for the last 2 days and then ringing him back and asking for clarification. So what we've got is basically the insight into Rosslyn Chapel and Peterborough Cathedral and the House of David, the House of Judah, King David, and the House of Judah, and also my house, the House of Ephraim, House of Joseph, and how they interconnect is all shown in Peterborough Cathedral, which actually happened as we were there, with David being tested as King David either side, right, by the high orders. So I want to just do a bit of establishing on the length of phone calls and the timing of phone calls and the timing of things, so that when things come out in the future, you realize that what I'm saying was true and is true. Okay, so this is the second part of the Lord of the Riddle Marks. In the Lord of the Rings, this is Rider Mark, Land of the Riders, from Rider's Mark being the territory of the knights. Mark means borderland, as in the defense of the inner realm. So Lord of the Riddle Marks protects the inner realm and opens its doors when necessary. Right? And the illusion is that I'm the Lord of the Riddle Marks. Right? And he's more the Lord of the Rider Mark. Okay, so there are two kings. So David called me, this is it typed up, and it is 21, 22 pages.
Are you going to be able to provide that for people? Maybe on our Patreon account?
I don't know. Never really done that before. I've got to change it as I'm reading it. I've printed this out, right? This is the second draft, and then I've already altered it again because I've had to put on all the timings of the video so I can talk to you. So see what happens. Can't promise it because it might actually come out in a book.
There we go.
So there are two kings. King David called me 10 to 12 p.m. Tuesday, 12th of December for an hour 44 minutes discussing the videos we've done on Peterborough. And then we did another one with clues. So the first one was cryptic answers we found hidden in an open book inside Peterborough Cathedral, and that was opening what was in the Bible, which actually said, and King David turns up, and King David arrives. It actually said that in the back. It was open, right? And then the other two bits had happened, but they sounded completely unrelated, but they had just happened. And then King David turns up, and he did. Okay, and the second video is clues within the greater mysteries of life reveal themselves, revisiting Peterborough Cathedral. So mind-blowing cryptic messages, but now the crypticness has become solid, right? And so I've got rid of all of the confusion that was provided in things like the Da Vinci Code, right? So we've got it basically from the source, and we're getting it from the person for whom Rosslyn Chapel was built.
Wow.
Right. So David phoned me 9 to 10 p.m. Friday, 15 December, 8 to 10 p.m. Saturday, 16 December, Sunday for 21 minutes around 6, 11 to 12:15 Monday today, 18th of December. This resulted in 17 pages of A5 notes, which are shown here, which are written up here as 21 or 22 pages. So King David has been awakening, tested by the higher orders, but this was more like being accepted as King David and the root of David, the heir of David, and the direct descendant of King David. King David was away 7 days, Friday 17th to Thursday the 23rd November 2023 in England at a point of power. In this, he had to lift a heavy object. He's the only one who's been able to lift it. I imagine this was a 500-pound round hewn rough stone ball, and this detail was not confirmed, but today I asked him and he said it was a little bit more.
Wow.
But he didn't
more than 500 pounds.
Yeah, but he didn't confirm that it was a round rough hewn ball, but he said it was a bit more. So King David was away for 10 days getting tested, this time by the Knights Templar from Saturday 2nd December to midday Tuesday 12th December 2023. This was at a point of great magnetism in England, and this has helped to clear the energy. His 3 returned calls to me at the time failed to, because he didn't tell me where he was going. He just goes, And then I phoned him a couple of times, and he tried to call back, and he was returning his calls to me. He's getting a no number signal. And even our intermediaries' calls to me failed to get through, as did their text. So in between these 2 tests by the high orders to see if this was the real King David was Thursday the 23rd of November to Saturday the 2nd of December. During this time on Saturday the 25th of November, I, Jessica Hallett, went to Peterborough Cathedral and met yourself, Carrie Cohen. Mm-hmm. This resulted in Peterborough Cathedral video uploaded on Monday the 11th of December 5 p.m. As soon as David finished his 10 days being tested as King David, he watched this video on Tuesday, the 12th of December 2023, and wanted to clarify, make some corrections, and add some insights, which he's done. Now, the topic we're talking about now is still Peterborough Cathedral and the videos, which he went through as it piqued his interest, exposing frame by frame. And the revelations are really clear. I wouldn't say fantastic. They are fantastic, but they're just clear. And once you've seen them, you can't unsee them. It's so obvious. And it just happened to be that I chose Peterborough Cathedral, and it just happened to be the twin sister of Rosslyn Chapel, made by the same family.
There is no happenstance, though. There is no accident here, right?
So the topic is still Peterborough Cathedral videos, which we went through as a piqued interest, exposing frame by frame. What this revealed is that most of the code breaking we've ever received has been wrong. Right? So Freemasonry is antediluvian knowledge, that's pre-flood knowledge. Mm-hmm. Right? So it belongs to the time before the biblical flood. Freemasonry got a bad name due to Jesuit infiltration. So what we're going to give now is Masonic pre-flood information without it being crash tested by dummies, or some other similar thing. Okay, the kingdom, without going through this, the kingdom of lies, right? That's what's happened. The kingdom of lies could become a buzzword and act as a sword. In AD 325, Emperor Constantine, there was nothing divine about him. The cardinals and warlords decided which books would get into the Bible. And Bible just means book, but it is a source of codes. Yet the Bible still managed to be a book of codes and words of divine for the prophecy. So the Bible was originally a book of prophecy, and it was written in codes, and many of those books, about a third of them, were not put in the Bible, right? So we're breaking...
But some were, right?
Yeah, some were.
Some of those codes were.
We're breaking the biblical codes without all the books. Now, I did not notice any dead Jesuses in Peterborough Cathedral. They may have been removed, but I didn't see any Jesus on the statue in his underwear.
No, there is nothing like that.
Fleur-de-lis is homophonous, which means sounds like. Fleur-de-lis is homophonous with flower-de-lis. The word whore comes from flowers, who are a secondary woman of the lineage. When, for example, the dragon queen's blood dries up, one of these flowers takes her place. French for flowers sounds very close to hua. A hua is backup blood for the true lineage. This is a superior meaning to whore, which was previously taken to mean any woman with grey hair. As we go along, the meanings of words are improved. So when the Catholic Church calls Mary Magdalene a prostitute, they used to call her a whore, which is hua, which is a flower of the divine blood. Right.
So were the flowers during the power time, which is the menstrual time, right? So if one dried up, did another have to come in that was menstruating? Is that what this is alluding to?
It was more like if the dragon queen reached menopause and no longer had menstrual cycles, then the flowers were the younger woman who was still had the menstrual cycle of the divine blood. So it was there if needed. It was not there, right? Consider ladies in waiting. You know, very similar to ladies in waiting.
Yes.
Right? Fleur-de-lis and flower-de-lis represents the Merovingian bloodline. The fleur-de-lis is in Scotland's heraldic lion's paws and tail, and in the unicorn's tail. The unicorn is the national animal of Scotland. The unicorn represents the Grail bloodline. Mary Magdalene was a daughter of kings. Mary Magdalene was a dragon queen. Mm-hmm. The fleur-de-lis and flower-de-lis alludes to the dragon queen's menstrual blood. This is where the star fire becomes important. In the 7 Harry Potter books, 1997 to 2007, and 8 Harry Potter movies, 2001 to 2011, the line of Gryffindor is the line of Judah, and Harry was the chosen one to, via Lord of the Rivermarks, bring down the Kingdom of Lies. Right? They could be Lord of the Rivermarks or Lord of the Ridermarks. I said to David, I said, look, it's 22 pages. We've only got time to put all of your stuff in and leave me out of it entirely. He says, no, put a bit of your stuff in, because we're kind of working together. So I just put...
two kings.
Yeah, because of the two kings, exactly. So I put some stuff in about Harry Potter books. So Gryffindor is an anagram of why Griffin DR, or door. The 4 houses are Gryffindor, Slytherin, Ravenclaw, and Hufflepuff. Their founders were Godric Gryffindor, Salazar Slytherin, Rowena Ravenclaw, and Helga Hufflepuff, which anagrams... Greg Hallett is Fleur-de-lis, Griffin, Raven, Owl, Draco, Arcana, Ruffian, Whiffers. And Draco is actually the dragon bloodline, and Arcana means hidden secret. Draco is the Draco constellation, which holds the north pole of the ecliptic. Right, so that star is the Draco, right? So it's like an orientation star.
Yes.
And Arcana means hidden secret. So Greg Hallett is Fleur-de-lis, Griffin, Raven, Owl, Draco, Arcana, hidden secret, Ruffian. Whiffers. I think Whiffers is really good because it's like exploded onto the sea and then gone. No? I mean FZ on the end. Whiffers. So anyway, that's a bit of my stuff. Not much more on me. Very little. Okay, prophecy. The line of Judah returns through the house of David. In Peterborough Cathedral, there is the Eagle Phoenix Cathedral in the polished brass at 36 minutes. If I share the screen, you disappear for the entire video.
Yeah, I know. That's what happened last time. And there she was, gone.
Whiffers.
I did a huff, what did you say? A woofa?
Whiffers.
Whiffed.
Woof.
Yeah, gone.
So Peterborough Cathedral, there is the Eagle Phoenix Cathedral in polished brass. 36 minutes. The cross within a circle is a symbol of the Holy Grail. So you've got the eagle, and it's on a column, and below that is a round brass with a cross underneath that coming out with the 4 lines of Judah on it. Right? So here's what that represents.
Put your glasses on.
Yeah, making an intellectual point. At the base of the cathedral is a circle with 4 lines of Judah sitting on an extended cross. This represents the Holy Grail led by the line of Judah to the 4 corners of the earth, and Judah is the name of the earth. So you've got the lines, which is the line of Judah, which is the name of the earth, which is the 4 corners of the earth, and the cross within a circle is the symbol of the Holy Grail.
Right.
So that symbolizes the Holy Grail. The meeting is point to point. Peterborough Cathedral is in a cross formation. Like that. North, south, east, west. This represents the house of David meeting the house of Joseph, or Ephraim. At 36:30, the T-shaped keyhole in the chest of the Eagle Phoenix is an heraldic incarnation for the joining of the male and female via the heart and communication. So there's the heart, here's the throat for communication, and it's here. So it's about communicating with the heart. Yeah.
Kindly.
Yeah. Okay.